Hello! Okay, that should be working now. Everything was, of course, not working because I have a fancy new camera. Look at that. Can you tell the difference? I don't know. But, of course, you change one thing in OBS and everything changes. Let's just make sure everything looks like it's working. Yeah. Looks like we're good. Sorry for the quick pause. Hello, I'm Meric. I am playing some Marvel Champions tonight here on the Massive Damage Adventures Twitch and eventually the Skyhammer Press YouTube. It has been a while since we played some Marvel Champions, since we were live on Twitch, since we did anything, because we did our 4-part Cortex Prime, Wheel of Time, The Restless Blight, actual play and reviews of Wheel of Time, and, you know, that was a lot. Needed to take a little break, a little bit of downtime through January, but I figured I gotta play Valkyrie. I gotta talk about Valkyrie. And I got something I gotta fix. Hang on, folks, just one sec. Let's see what happens. Vamping and talking over things because that looks weird. Let's do this. Save that. Just fix that little side scroll a little bit. Yeah, so what's new? What's going on? We've been releasing the Dune actual play podcast on Massive Damage Adventures. It is a 3-part mini campaign instead of our one-shots. We're trying out some new formats for Season 5 on the podcast. So we're doing Dune, Adventures in the Imperium by Modiphius Entertainment. It was a super fun game to play and a super great campaign. And so 2 parts are out right now. And the 3rd part comes out February 1st, so very soon. We started recording Season 3 of Rise of the Ancients, our D&D campaign that comes out on Massive Damage Campaigns, our sort of companion podcast stream. And so new episodes of Rise of the Ancients are going to be coming in the next probably month or so. We recorded our next one-shot for Massive Damage Adventures, which is Kids on Brooms. So that'll be coming March 1st. And then in February, we are going to start recording our next short campaign for Season 5, which is Hellboy by Mantic. So really excited to check out the Hellboy system, which is actually based on 5e. So it should be familiar to a lot of people. What else is new and cool and going on? Roll20 Spotlight has a new format, which is really cool. So they are featuring a publisher and a game or two every month. And here in January, they are featuring Thirsty Sword Lesbians and Monster of the Week, which are both games by Evil Hat Productions. Evil Hat is one of the top tabletop role-playing game makers out there. They make Fate. They're such a good company, and they make such cool things. We played Fate of Cthulhu on the podcast. I haven't had the opportunity to play Thirsty Sword Lesbians or Monster of the Week, but I have heard they are fantastic and excellent games. And if you are interested in them, you should really get over to roll20.net and pick them up right now, because they are on sale, as well as everything, like pretty much everything from Evil Hat, currently on sale on the virtual tabletop roll20.net. Check it out. It is only for January. And then they'll have a new spotlight come February, which I'm sure I'll be talking about, because we love Roll20 and I am part of the Roll20 Spotlight program, and it's awesome. Anyways, let's talk about Marvel Champions. The Valkyrie deck, here we'll bring up Valkyrie, came out before Christmas, and I've played it a couple of times, and honestly, I am not a fan. And the constructed deck is an aggression deck that feels kind of weird and clunky, and I'm not a super fan of it. I've seen a couple of builds in protection that look very interesting, but we're just going to play the constructed deck tonight against Red Skull, one of the more difficult villains who I've only played against a couple of times and never solo. So I'm expecting to be completely destroyed, in case you were excited to see Valkyrie get destroyed by Red Skull. That's probably what's going to happen tonight. And oh, it's not flipping. There we go. Brunhilde, other side. Valkyrie definitely, she came out nearly a couple of months ago, and she was the the 5th hero in the cycle. So Rise of the Red Skull was the core box comes with Spectrum and Adam Warlock, and then I don't even need to do this from memory, it's just over there on the tabletop, but then was Nebula and War Machine, and then I'm pretty sure Valkyrie. Let's see if I did it right. Was it Nebula then War Machine? Yeah, it was. Adam Warlock, Spectrum, Nebula, War Machine. So Valkyrie, relatively the newest at that point. Here is the Valkyrie constructed deck. I think it's actually, yeah, this is, I haven't, I did do a little bit of deck building with her. I dropped one of the new events and put in Fusillade, the card out of the Venom pack, which is exhaust a weapon upgrade and deal 5 damage to an enemy for 2. It's such a good card. So I did a little bit of deck building and experimenting with her, but I haven't found what I wanted. I've played her, I think, 3 or 4 times, mostly in aggression, once in protection, and then Jen has played her once. I'm just not super sold on her. However, I keep saying that she's the newest, but my friendly local game store, shout out to Tabletop Cafe, ooh, just got in the Vision pack. And so I'm not ready to talk about Vision yet. I've only looked through these cards a couple of times in the last 2 hours, and I'm very excited to play this deck. Super excited. Probably get a couple of plays in with him this weekend, and then maybe I'll stream next week or the week after that, and we'll talk about Vision. But people seem to really like the format that I did for the War Machine one, where talked about what I was playing and played the deck, but also went through the extra cards in the pack. So we'll do that up front and take a look at what comes in Valkyrie's pack. So the Justice card is called Problem Solvers. It's one of the Alliance cards, which means multiple players can pay the costs on Alliance cards. So if you're playing a 4-player game, everybody could spend 1 resource, 1 card out of their hand, whatever, and pay for the 4 for Problem Solvers. Hero action, thwart, exhaust an Avenger character and a Guardian character. Remove X threat from each scheme, where X is equal to the combined thwart of those characters. So it's an easy way, if you're in a multiplayer game, to have Star-Lord playing with Captain America, or in this case, Star-Lord playing with Captain Marvel, and you've got a Guardian and an Avenger, and you could probably get 4 threat off of every scheme. Pretty cool. Possibly 5 if you've got Heroic Intuition out. And if you're doing it in your own deck and you in a solo deck, it's less awesome, but you could do it with allies. It'd be great in obviously in a Star-Lord deck, because he turns all of your allies into Guardians as well. So if you play with Yellow Avengers, of which I don't think there are many, then that's automatic. But really, really cool in a multiplayer collaborative setup. If you're deck building towards these, those are pretty cool. So that's cool. That's the Justice. The leadership card is leadership training. So this is our next one of these. We saw the protection training and the justice training in the previous heroes, and so this one, I don't like this. Let me switch this song. Scandroid, good call. Leadership training. So yeah, we saw this before. Max 2 per deck. 1, it's a support, alter ego action. Exhaust this card and remove 1 training counter from it. And choose a leadership blue event in your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck. So I liked this for Justice because Justice can be really event heavy with like thwarting events. I like it in protection if you're doing like a counter attack or defensive actions. Those are pretty cool. In leadership, I'm not so certain about it unless you have like some really key one-off events, like if you're playing Avengers Assemble or what's that Guardians one? There's like a last-ditch effort or something from Guardians from the Star-Lord pack that is like everybody gets +2 attack, +2 thwart, and then takes a damage. Like if you're recurring those, I think it makes sense. But you shuffle it into your deck rather than putting it into your hand, and I don't know. It's okay. I don't like it as much in leadership. Obviously, you're trying to stack a whole bunch of allies in leadership, right? So it's an interesting one. I like that it exists, but I haven't figured a place for it yet. That I don't know any leadership events that I really want recurred. Anticipation. Now this one is cool. So it's a preparation card, so obviously we immediately think Black Widow. When you engage a minion, discard this card, ready your hero. It's pretty cool. Black Widow exhausts and readies a whole bunch. Like if she's defending and using her what is it? Is it her suit that readies her? I'm pretty sure it's her suit. And so here's another way to just sort of get that going, and then you can pop that ally for a damage and ready yourself up, and maybe you're readying twice in the villain phase, which is pretty cool. And then outside of that, it's actually pretty good here in Valkyrie, because she readies herself a bunch of times. She can stack her defense really high. I don't know. I like this one. I think out of the 3 cards we've seen so far, this is my favorite non-Valkyrie constructed card. I like it more than leadership training, obviously. I like it more than problem solvers. I like anticipation. I think it's cool. Then we have Cosmic Alliance. So another alliance, the players can pay this card's cost as a group, yada yada. Hero action, choose an Avenger character and a Guardian character. Ready each of those characters. I mean, that's just a solid, cool card. For 3, you can spend 1, somebody else can spend 2. You can ready your heroes. You can ready something like what's his name? Giant, who gets like the +4 attack and then gets discarded. Like, that's cool. I like Cosmic Alliance. And 3 is a good cost, where it's like I could pay that on a couple of turns, but maybe not every turn if I get it. And cheaper. Every time I see an alliance card, excuse me. Every time I see an alliance card, I think that's weird. Am I running old stuff there? My brain is everywhere. Every time I see an alliance card, I think, man, this would be really, really cool with Captain America, because he's got the super soldier serums and can just like knock out 2 resources quickly and easily without discarding any cards. Anyways, so those are Valkyrie's extra cards. And we're gonna take a look at Valkyrie. So again, Brunhilde, Asgard setup. Oh, did I? Uh-oh. How many cards are here? 40. Okay, it's in there. Set the setup. set the Deathglow upgrade aside out of play. So let's find Deathglow. We'll come back to that. Not this day. Action. Detach Deathglow and set it aside out of play. So Deathglow is basically her super big trick. It's what she does. Let's look at it now. So it's set aside out of play, but yeah. You can attach it to an enemy. Forced interrupt. When attached enemy is defeated, set this card aside out of play. If Valkyrie is defeated, if Valkyrie defeated that enemy, ready her. And so I'm sure you've already figured it out, but basically you're going to attach Deathglow to enemies, and you're going to get bonuses and extra stuff if you're fighting the enemy with Deathglow. Let's take a look at Valkyrie's side. 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense, death perception, hero action. Play the set aside Deathglow upgrade as if it were in your hand. Now, here's my first thing. It costs 1. If it's her main thing, why couldn't it be 0? That would have been so much nicer. Oftentimes I'm like, I really want to get this card out, and it's going to use up everything in my hand, and then I'm not going to be able to get Deathglow up. So, I don't know. Maybe the answer to that is that she needs a Quinjet, because then she'll always have the 1 extra resource, and she's an Avenger, so, I mean, why not put a Quinjet in the deck anyways? I think I probably did, actually. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see if Meric put a Quinjet in this deck. I bet I couldn't spare a Quinjet was the thing, because they're way too good, and I have other Avengers that I'm playing more often. Yeah, no, instead of putting a Quinjet in here, I put a bunch of enhanced reflexes. I don't know. Okay. So let's go back to Brunhilde. And let's draw our 6 cards. We're not even going to look at those yet, because we're going to take a look at our lovely, exciting villain. So Red Skull gets +1 attack for each side scheme in play. Right, oh god, he's side scheming. And I'm playing aggression. Okay. So he has 1 attack right now because he always starts with Red House. So we're going to take a look at his there we go. Rise of the Red Skull. So we've got Red Skull 2, and standard encounter sets. We're just playing standard, not expert. I already am expecting that I'm not going to succeed at this. 2 modular encounter sets, Hydra Assault and Hydra Patrol. So, setup. Put the Red House into play, shuffle every other side scheme into the side scheme deck, and set it next to the encounter deck. Ooh. Okay, into the side scheme deck and set it next to the encounter deck. Okay, set the sleeper aside out of play. Oh man, I forgot all of this. Okay, so we have to... Oh no. Hey look, it did that. There's the sleeper. There's a 5 side scheme deck. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's just double check that they got all of them. Yeah, there's one. The Hydra Patrol one, it needs to come out. That is them. So give that a shuffle. Throw that into the side scheme deck. We got the sleeper set aside, and we have Red House. Excuse me. I just had a very delicious donair, and so my throat's a little gummy. The Red House. Red Skull built his fortress over the White House as a symbol of Hydra's conquest over America. So, Red Skull is the final villain in the Rise of the Red Skull campaign set, so it's assuming that you've run through the previous villains. This is the first, this is the only villain from that box that we haven't played on the Twitch channel and the YouTube yet, so I figured let's just play it in order and get that knocked out of the way. Then we could start to go into Galaxy's Most Wanted and get stomped by Drang and the Collector again. Who are actually easier than Nebula and Ronin. Who knew? Oops, flipped it. Red Skull cannot take damage. Cool. Interrupt. When a character thwarts this side scheme, they may use their attack instead of their thwart. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, that's going to be really good for me. And so when I get rid of that, we're going to be able to damage Red Skull. Okay. So then we've got number 1 goes to 8, the Rise of the Red Skull. Let's move this a little. Woo. There we Red Skull plans to conquer the world with the power of the Reality Stone. He uses his strategic genius to keep you busy while he works toward his goal. Force response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. God, I'm gonna get overwhelmed so fast. Okay. Let's take a look at this. We got Hall of Heroes. After you defeat a minion, place 1 glory counter, draw 3 cards. I don't know that I want it right away. Chooser of the Slain. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion. Put it into play. Engage with you. Draw 2 cards. Might want to keep that. Genius. Bifrost is so good. Exhausted. Search your deck for an Asgard ally and play it, paying its cost. So like I was looking at this hand immediately and going, man, I got 2 double resources. I don't want Hall of Heroes out this early. And I got these double resources. Hopefully I'll draw into something good. But with Bifrost, I can just pull out a Thor or a Throg. And I don't remember which one. I think I'd have to go with Throg. Thor, I think, does a whole bunch of damage to minions and stuff, and we don't have any of those. Shield Maiden, this is why I've seen people put her in, put Valkyrie in protection. When the enemy attacks with Deathglow attacks or with Deathglow attached attacks, declare Valkyrie the defender without exhausting her, and she gets +2 defense for this attack. So I mean, that's like really cool and good, especially if you had, you know, something to give you a resource like an enhanced reflexes. No, not that one. That one's okay, but I was thinking the Nerves of Steel, the one that gives you a lightning resource and you can use as a response or use for a defense event. So pretty cool. Okay, obviously I don't want Hall of Heroes early. It is a single. But what else? I'm gonna drop it instead of mulliganing. I'm gonna drop it to play the Bifrost, and then I'm gonna action to exhaust the Bifrost and search out a minion that we want. So, she doesn't have Asgard, so it's got to be one of our. Yeah, there's Throg. Puddle Gulp. Asgard Guardian. After Throg enters play, give him a tough status card if you were engaged with a minion. Okay, so we don't have any minions. So I could Chooser of Slain first, and then draw 2 cards, and then pull out Throg. And then he'd have tough. That's okay. What is up with this playlist? This is not the playlist I was expecting. Anyways. Thor for 3 gets toughness. So we could pop 3 attack. That'd be good. And then who's the other one? Is Angela. Angela's good. So we have those 3 sort of Asgardian minions that we can pull. But I'm gonna do a whoopsie, and I'm going to choose this as a hero action. Yeah, I'm gonna do a whoopsie because I'm not familiar enough with this deck and I forgot what Throg's text was. I'm going to pull these back, shuffle that, Chooser of the Slain, hero action. So we're going to flip to hero side, play Chooser of the Slain, and I'm going to search the encounter deck for a minion, and I'm going to make it be a little piddly minion. Come on, a little piddly minion. Guard, I don't want guards. There you go, Hydra regular. I don't care about an insight. I don't want to be attacked. 2 damage. Okay. Pull out a Hydra regular, insight 1, so this goes to 1. What happens when this? Oh, it just advances. There's multiple. Cool. So insight 1, which means the main scheme went up by 1. We get that. We draw 2 cards. We get some Dragon Fang. Yeah, that's what we needed. Annabelle's good. Okay, so we're going to drop, as we did, the Hall of Heroes for the Bifrost. We're going to exhaust the Bifrost. And we're going to search for Throg. Did I want Throg? Yeah, I want Throg. Boom. And we'll use Genius to pay for Throg. He's got a toughness. But that's fine. I mean, we're just going to use that up and kill the... Oh, wait. No, we're not going to kill the Hydra regular. Because we're going to Deathglow kill the Hydra regular. Yeah, we are. Okay. See, this is the thing. Where, like, I could spend 2 and get out Annabelle Riggs. Then I could spend Shield Maiden to get out Dragonfang. And then I don't have enough resources to play Deathglow. Okay. We're not getting out Annabelle this turn. We're going to drop Shield Maiden to play Dragonfang. So restricted, Valkyrie gets +1 attack, +2 attack instead while attacking the enemy with Deathglow attached. And then we'll spend Strength to attach Deathglow to the Hydra Regular? Yeah, why not? So yeah, I've got 4 attack. I pop the Hydra Regular. I've defeated the enemy, which means readies, Deathglow gets put aside again, and then I could drop Annabelle Riggs. Let's talk about Annabelle Riggs. She's very, very cool. Exhaust Annabelle Riggs, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a Valkyrie card, add it to your hand, shuffle the rest back into your deck. It's great. Oh, she is really good. Should I put her out? Or should I pop Red Skulls? I should put her out. So I'm going to keep her in hand and we'll put her out next turn. And it's going to be expensive, but whatever. So then we've got 3 attack and we're going to attack the red house. So that's going to do that because the red house, when a character thwarts the side scheme, so I'm going to thwart. They may use their attack instead of their thwart. I have 2 +1, so that gets the 3. And I believe side schemes go into a side scheme discard pile, which means now Red Skull can take damage, but I want to save Throg's Tough for Red Skull's attack. I think that's it. Okay, we're going to ready up. We're going to draw 4 cards, I believe. Yeah, hand size 5. So we picked up Thor. Did I shuffle? I don't think I shuffled. So I'm just not even going to really look at these. I'm going to pick up 4. Okay, so we got Annabelle, Flight of the Valkyrie, Quick Strike, Combat Training, and Have at Thee. Okay, so Flight of the Valkyrie. This is very, very key. After the enemy with Deathglow is defeated, discard it, remove 5 threat from a scheme. This is like her main way to thwart. She does have one other card, which is pretty good, but that one is her big, big thwart. Quick Strike, deal damage to an enemy equal to your attack. So like, it's just a way to double down on damage. Stacking attacks, we can get up to attack 4 against our Deathglow. More. We can go to attack 5 against our Deathglow target, and then Have at Thee, deal 7 damage if it has the Deathglow. Overkill. It's super good. That's pretty cool. It's good combos. It's just not enough resources to get everything out. I'm not going to be able to Have at Thee. Anyways, let's see what's going on. 1 up there. Boost card. So gets +1 attack. Oh, wait, hang on. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, which is add to the main scheme, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. So Hydra Reinforcements comes out. When defeated, the player who defeated the scheme discards a non-elite minion. Oh, okay. That's weird that it's good. I assumed that I defeated it and it would pull a minion, but no. Okay, I guess it's just because an extra encounter card really sucks. Oh, this is my attack, which of course Throg is going to defend me from. So it's dealing 1 boost. Exhaust a character you control. Great. 1 damage. That is what I saved my tough for. How sad. And then I get 2 freaking encounter cards, and I'm exhausted. Not fun. Ooh, Insight 1 Twisted Realities. We're going to pop that up. This is going great, folks. Attached to a side scheme. When attached side scheme is defeated, deal the first player an encounter card. Reality is twisted. Let's put the side scheme there. And what do we got there? Ooh, Master Strategist attached to Red Skull. When Red Skull activates, give him an additional boost card for each side scheme in play, then discard this card. That's cool beans. Okay. I'm exhausted. I'm super exhausted. I wanted to play Annabelle. I probably have to save Flight of the Valkyrie. Throg is exhausted. Oh, Throg's gonna take my next hit, so I should probably stay on hero side. I don't want to use the Bifrost. Quick Strike, I could throw 3 damage. It is an attack, so if I did Death Glow Red Skull, which I feel like it's a little early to do so. Okay, so I could go 1-2 and I could play a Quick Strike. I could get the combat training out. But I can't get Annabelle and the combat training or the Quick Strike. Could set up for Flight of the Valkyrie. I've got decision paralysis. Okay, damage is not as important as setting up right now. So let's just get, let's drop Have at the in Quick Strike and throw out Flight of the Valkyrie so that I can flip next turn and hopefully defeat something and drop down like a ton of, no, I can't even. I can't wait that long because it's at 8. Yeah, okay, instead of Valkyrie, we're going to put out combat training and just stack our attack. Let's put our attack over there. I don't know. Ready and draw, I guess. Smash the problem. So this was the other card I was talking about. Exhaust your hero, remove threat from a scheme equal to your hero's attack. It's pretty good. Like, if I've got combat training out and Dragon Fang out, then that's 4 for 1. It's pretty good. Obviously, Flight of the Valkyrie is a little bit better. You gotta jump through so many hoops, though. Anyways. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, so he gets a new side scheme. We're already, like, super screwed. Oh, no! The Sleeper awakened. Rising from the Potomac River, the Sleeper has awakened to answer the Red Skull summons. This scheme cannot leave play while the Sleeper is in play. When revealed, put the Sleeper into play, engage with the first player. When the Sleeper is defeated, remove this card from the game. Not awesome. Not awesome. Okay. Oh god, 5 hit points. So I can deal with that. Guard, retaliate 1, toughness. Toughness is going to be a little worse. When revealed, the Sleeper engages the first player. When defeated, remove the Sleeper from the game. It's super cool. I like that. Okay. Yep. Yep. Did I put that up? Yeah. And then, yeah. Red Skull gets +2 attack and 2 more boost cards. So obviously, Throg's going to protect me. So attack 2 with 1, 2, 3 boost cards. Master Strategist is discarded. So 2, boost. If the card resolves during an undefended attack to start a support, it is defended. 2, 3, 4. Boost. If you are in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. Do not deal any boost cards. Okay, so 4 damage. Throg is definitely out. And then I am attacked. No boost cards, so I just take 2. And I'm just going to take 2. Because then the Sleeper's going to attack me. Defending for 1 is not good enough, so I'm just going to take 3. And ow. Okay. Frickadoodle. I still have to get encounter cards. Oh, and I get 2. Oh, I'm feeling worried. Bitter Rival. When revealed, exhaust a character you control for each side scheme in play. Oh, no. Okay. And then a Hydra Extra Soldier. Another villain with toughness. You know, I really wish I was playing Vision right now. Vision has piercing on some of his events. honestly don't know what my way out of here is. Because I'm exhausted, so I can't smash the problem. I can't defeat an enemy with have at thee because they're both tough. Annabelle can come out and pop the tough, and then I flip over. But I also need to heal. Smash the problem's not going to do anything. Have at thee is good to save, because if I've got their tough gone, then okay, so I'm just going to have to let the main scheme go. Because I can't afford to get Thor out as well, which is the only way I'd be able to clear Hydra reinforcements or remove some of those things. But we need to clear the tough, and then have at the next turn, which will ready Valkyrie, and then she could attack the other. No, but it'll still have tough. Okay, okay. No, but Annabelle will be able to do it then, unless I use her power. Okay, I'm talking way too much. Let's do some stuff. We're gonna drop Smash the Problem and Thor, sorry Thor, to put out Annabelle Riggs, and she is going to take a damage and just clear out the Sleeper's tough, because the Sleeper is scary. I mean, the Hydra Exo Soldier is scary too. I'm gonna flip over, and that's what we're gonna do. I've been so effective. It's not true. I have not been effective at all. Ooh, godlike stamina, so I'm gonna get to heal. Let's take a look at the new card. So we've seen Chooser of the Slain. Definitely not gonna do that right now. Godlike stamina is new and very cool. Play only if your identity has the Asgard trait. So Thor and Valkyrie decks only. Heal 2 damage from your identity. You may discard a status card from your identity. That's very cool. And of course, Audacity. Actually, I don't think that anybody on the YouTube or the Twitch stream has seen Audacity yet. This is relatively new. But I'm super used to it because I played an entire campaign as Adam Warlock on the actual table. After you spend this card, deal 1 damage to the villain. It's a resource that does things. Alright. We're screwed, folks. I think we're screwed. Side scheme comes out. It's a Hydra Patrol. Goodness. When defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard a Hydra minion and puts it into play. Whoop. Shuffle the encounter deck, and it also comes with 2. That's only for attacks. This goes up by 1. Schemes for 2. Oh, schemes for 5. That immediately goes to 9. That flips it before these guys scheme. Alright. Alright. Advance. Whoa, not advance. No, no, no. Advance was apparently advance that. I meant to do this. Let's unlock that. New World Hydra. The Red Skull is 1 step closer to unlocking the full power of the Infinity Stone. You need to stop him before he does, and all reality is bent to his evil will. Reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. This is getting out of control. It's got 0. Red Skull, mass chaos. Red Skull creates catastrophes across the country to keep his enemies busy. When revealed, each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck and places 1 threat here for each different type of resource icon they discarded this way. Okay, so 1, 2. Ooh, there's a deck out here. Bag out there still. 3, 4, 5. I'm out of this simple mood. What's this? I don't know. Okay, resources. What do we got? Whoa, that's a wild. That's not fun. Spread. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Power of Aggression. Smash the Problem. Oh, I lost my spear. This is her defense card. So +1 defense, +2 defense against the enemy with Deathglow. Fight of the Valkyrie are not great. Shield Maiden, not great. But we didn't lose Aragorn. Didn't lose our Pegasus. Anyways, that gets 4. And New World Hydra. Force response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side deck scheme, put it into play. If the scheme is completed, players lose the game. It's going pretty fast. Because now our villains, our minions, gonna scheme for 3. Whoop. 1, 2, 3. I did just realize that the Hydra X Soldier is non-elite, so if I defeat this Hydra Patrol, no, not Hydra Patrol, Hydra Reinforcements, I will be able to get rid of that guy. So it'd be great if I had to smash the problem, but I don't. Flight of the Valkyrie is actually pretty cool. It's remove 5 threat instead of thwart, so it does get past these 2 crisis icons. I don't know why I'm doing things. I still need to draw 2 more encounter cards, and things are gonna get bad. God, I need to clear these. Got a Hydra Soldier with guard. That's great. Got a Hydra Flame Soldier. Force response after they make an undefended attack against you. Discard a support you control. I mean, the super cool thing is if I had the resources, I can just death glow my way through them, which is probably what I'm going to have to do. Actually, that turned out really well for me. Oh, deal 1 damage to the villain. Yeah, because tough doesn't matter because we can clear that. Have at thee, deal 7 damage to an enemy. The enemy has death glow. Seconds overkill. Cool, 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 cool. So yeah, there's a way for me to get back to full health. Okay. Oh, but I won't just have the resources to... Because I'll play 1, 2, 3 to play that. Play Godlike Stamina. I'll only be able to do it once. Annabelle Riggs, you add a card to my hand, so that's like getting 1 more resource. So I could play Deathglow. I guess I don't need to play Godlike Stamina because I'm going to go back up to 11 and my hit points are 12. Perfect. So we're going to go for 11. We're going to Annabelle Riggs, exhausting her. Oh, but I'm not going to have enough. We're going to gamble on it. Search for a Valkyrie card. What's more important? Her 1 threat to do that so that Valkyrie can do the other one and kill that minion. That is more valuable than playing Deathglow another time. So 1, 2, 3, and then I can play Deathglow twice, which means I can kill 4 of these minions and get a little bit of overkill. Can't get rid of those. But neither of those are really killing me right now. It's this one. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good to use Annabelle. To use Annabelle as a thwarting machine. That is what we gotta do. Okay. So we flip over. We drop Flight of the Valkyrie, have at thee, and Chooser of the Slain. Sorry, I'm doing this wrong. We do Audacity first to Deathglow. Sure, this Hydra Soldier. Then we drop those 3 cards to play. Man, did I do this? Yeah, okay. Audacity. Deal 1 damage to the villain. Hey, first damage on Red Skull. We've got Deathglow attached. Then we're going to have at thee. Oh god, it's not good. We should take out the sleeper first. Because I'm not going to be able to... if I'm going to ready 1 more time after doing it, so I'm going to do 2 attacks. I'm going to have to leave up the flight. I don't know. Let's just work it out. I'm doing too many parallel lines of thought, not actually doing anything. We're just going to kill him No, we want the overkill. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go for 7 damage to the enemy. If that enemy has death glow, that attack gains overkill. So that's 4 damage there. And 1, 2, 3 to Red Skull. Death glow's gone. I defeated the enemy, which means I ready Valkyrie. And then I godlike stamina, like discarding it to death glow the sleeper. And then I attack the sleeper with 2, 3, 4, 5, which kills the sleeper, which removes the sleeper and the sleeper awakened from play. Deathglow is gone. That did that. So we ready. And then we thwart for 1, thwart for 1. So that drops Annabelle Riggs. Thwarting for 1 and 1 on Hydra reinforcements. When defeated, the player who defeated the scheme discards a non-elite minion. And you are not elite, and your toughness doesn't matter. And this gets dropped over here, and then when attached side scheme is defeated, deal the first player an encounter card. I mean, that's not fun, but it is what it is. Flame Soldier is still up. I have rethought my thing. Obviously, Deathglow needs to be 1 resource, because if it had been 0 resources, I could have just whirlwinded through all of those minions. I take it back. I was wrong. It has to be 1. It can't be 0. I mean, that was really cool. And if I had Hall of Heroes out, I would have been able to draw 3 cards. Obviously, I've been playing her against decks that didn't have enough minions and not getting the value out of Deathglow that you really can. So that was a cool turn. Don't think it's going to save me, though. Ready up. Twisted Reality is gone. 1 on there. 6 until we lose. These are here. We get a new side scheme, which is Censor the Past. Hydra controls all media outlets and uses propaganda to turn the masses against the heroes of the past. When defeated, each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard pile and shuffles them into their deck. Okay. Let's get a fun when defeated. So, like, most of his when defeated are good things because you're getting these automatically. That's actually pretty cool. He attacks me. This is an encounter card, not a boost card. He attacks me for 3 plus 1 boost card. I will not defend because I don't have my spear out. Boost. If you're in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. So I take 3, and then I take another 3, and then I take 1. I take 7 total damage, dropping me to 4. 2 encounter cards. Oh, the villain schemes. So 2 plus 2 for 4. Oh no, we're 2 away. And a Hydra Soldier with guard. Oh, after a Hydra Flame Soldier makes an undefended attack against you, discard a support you control. So it did. So I'm gonna have to discard the Bifrost because I'm not. That's the only support I have. I didn't draw my cards. I'm flustered and definitely going to lose 5 cards. Hey, Aragorn. I get Ariel and plus 4 hit points. That's really good. We got the best defense. When your hero defends against an attack, use their attack instead of defense for that attack. That's cool. Godlike stamina to heal for 2, which is nice. Aragorn to heal for 4, sort of. Quick strike to deal damage, which is good because I got 4 attacks, so I could just pop these with the quick strikes instead of healing. But I mean, you want to heal, but I also want to thwart, and I can't get rid of any of these, so I just gotta lay into oof. But I got a guard. Okay, so drop the best defense to Deathglow the guard. Drop the godlike stamina to heal for 2. Spend quick strike to get Aragorn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack for 2, 4, 5 on the guard. Set Deathglow aside. Ready up. Thwart for 1. Oh no, yeah, no, I lose if I don't thwart for 1. I thwart for 1. All right, let's extend this a little bit. Okay, ready up and draw 5. And let's see what happens. Oh, let's look at our cards first. So we got another best defense. We got a Visit Valhalla. Return a Valkyrie card from your discard pile to your hand. I could really go for a Rite of the Valkyrie right now. Godlike Stamina to heal for 2. Energy is great. Combat training, double. That's an alter hero. Oh, it's an alter ego action, which means it's completely useless. I can't get a Rite of the Valkyrie back out and then also kill something to then thwart for 5 because it's an alter ego action. If I had flipped, I could have. But if I'd flipped, then he would have schemed and I would have lost. This goes up by 2. We get a new side scheme, which is prison camps. How lovely. This flips over and becomes the new deck. I don't know about this song. I'm going to skip that one too. This one's cooler. Prison camps. Under Hydra's rule, families are separated and incarcerated without due process. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme searches their deck and discard pile for an ally, puts it into play, and shuffles their deck. That's really cool. I brought an aggression deck to this side scheme heavy game. You know, if I had that alliance card and I was playing that justice deck, I could exhaust an Avenger and a Guardian, and I would remove probably 3 in this case from every scheme. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be so cool. It's not happening for me now. I still get attacked, and I get attacked for 4. It's an upgrade, not a support. So I'm just gonna take 4 plus 2, 6 damage. You know what? Whoa, what just happened? Let's straighten up. There we go. Let's take a look at Trouble in Otherworld. We didn't draw it, we just got the boost cards, but this is what her obligation looks like. Valkyrie cannot attack the enemy with Deathglow attached. Spend energy and science resources. Remove Trouble in Otherworld from the game on alter ego action. So, nice variation. It's not just exhaust your hero and flip over. It's you can't do the things you want to do. Go spend resources. I still get attacked for 1. Ow. 1 encounter card, right? Just 1. 1. I couldn't have done it. I've already lost. There's crisis icons. Oh. I couldn't have thwarted for 1. Wow. I didn't get hit again. At least. Another flame soldier. Like, what could I have even done? Best defense would have helped against that attack, but I mean, Godlike Stamina, Visit Valhalla. I got nothing. What even else was in my deck? Angela, who's just an attack bot. More best defense. Smash the Problem would have been great. Valhalla. After Valkyrie attacks and defeats the enemy that has Deathglow attached, exhaust Valhalla. I forgot about this. Draw 1 card and heal 1 damage from Valkyrie. Like, that's really important to get out early and to accelerate your card draw and keep you healthy so you don't need to flip as often. And like, so you can have extra cards to maybe play Deathglow again and whirlwind through people. Smash the Problem would have been great, except that I would have had to clear these first. Like, there was no way for me to win. I needed to get through 6 side scheme threat. So I would have just attacked Red Skull and he'd be at 4. Well, I knew I wasn't going to succeed at this one because, what do you know? It's an aggression deck, and not really built for dealing with all these side schemes. I could have tried to just burn down Red Skull, but I never really... I mean, I got exhausted by so many encounter cards early on. And then I had all those minions to deal with, or else I would have died. So, okay. I warmed a little bit in this game to the Valkyrie deck because I was playing against something with medium chunky allies, or minions. So like 4 and 5 hit point minions, and I got to just swing through them with Dragon Fang. That was pretty cool. So let's just get all of these out of the way and quickly look at what a setup for Valkyrie would look like. Valhalla is out, Aragorn is out. Discard those. Search the deck. Where are her upgrades and stuff? So a Flight of the Valkyrie, or her spear. Annabelle we don't need because she... I mean, let's pull out Annabelle just to see. And then I also need Hall of Heroes. And then otherwise, it's just allies and events. Okay. So this is her full setup in the constructed... aggression deck. Put her spear right there. Her sword right there. We got a Flight of the Valkyrie. We got combat training, which is, you know, same as the sword. So, if she death glows something, then she can attack for 2, 3, 4, 5. And say it's a minion, like one of these guys. She pops them. Death glow goes away. She readies up. Gets a counter on Hall of Heroes. Valhalla proc, so you exhaust that, draw a card and heal for 1, and then you can pop Flight of the Valkyrie, remove 5 threat from a scheme. So she's killed a minion, drawn a card, healed 1, remove 5 threat from the scheme. Drawing a card allows you to drop Chooser of the Slain to deathglow something else, which is probably the villain at this point. You attack for another 5 against the villain. You probably don't defeat it, so you don't ready with Deathglow. You play your other cards and whatnot. You flip over, use an action to take Deathglow back. That's probably... And then maybe you Annabelle Riggs, because it isn't... You exhaust her instead of taking damage, so you probably... keep her up and not use her for stuff. And so you look at the top 5 cards for, like, maybe it's a Shield Maiden. No, we're on our Alter Ego side. So we're going to take a Have At Thee to prep for another turn. And then those get shuffled, and then you draw up and you're at 6. And then you're on this side. You don't need to heal because hopefully your Valhalla has been working with stuff. You flip over. You immediately Deathglow a minion that's been pulled out. And then you double resource and single to Have At Thee the minion, killing the minion. No, you're not ready yet. Okay, so then you attack the villain. Then you Have At Thee a minion that you've Deathglowed. It goes away, overkills into the villain. Deathglow comes back, you ready, you Valhalla, you Hall of Heroes, you're 1. Say that your Hall of Heroes procs at this point. No, it's an Alter Ego action. Okay. So then you draw 1 card from Valhalla and heal, and then maybe with your 1 card from Valhalla, you Deathglow the villain again, you attack. Then you stay on your hero side, maybe pop another minion. Next turn you do that first turn combo again, where you kill a minion, ready, attack the villain, flip over, detach Deathglow, use Hall of Heroes to draw 3 cards, and do a setup where you throw out a Flight of the Valkyrie. So maybe she's not someone... I mean, you've got to stay on the hero side a whole bunch because you just don't have answers for lots of threat. You can't be flipping back and forth you can't be flipping back and forth when she's got so little actual thwart, when she's just got Flight of the Valkyrie, which, I mean, does it even have 3 copies in the deck? I've got her deck. I got her deck card right here. Let's find out. Flight of the Valkyrie. There's only 2 in the deck. And then Smash the Problem exhausts you. So, I don't know. I think there's a really cool cadence that you could go of flip over to Alter Ego and get out a bunch of things, go over to Hero and start attacking. But to do that, you're going to need to deal with the side scheme. So does she work in Justice better? Or like people online have been showing, you use Valkyrie's Spear and Shield Maiden and some defensive events to make her take no damage and just never flip over. I mean, you don't need to detach Deathglow if you're just fighting minions, but if you want it to hit the villain, you want to be flipping over so that you can detach it. And Annabelle Riggs' action is Alter Ego only. We're cutting Hala Heroes anyways if we're out of aggression. I mean, you could go with what's that aggression 3-cost event, like Have At Thee or something, or the one that does that the overkill you do removes threat. There's Into the Fray. Yeah, deal 6 damage to a minion for each point of excess damage dealt by this attack. Remove 1 threat from the main scheme. So like that's okay, but it's only the main scheme. There's the other one that puts one into play. Looking for Trouble. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play. Engage with you. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Again, just the main scheme. So like I think Looking for Trouble would be really good in her deck because you're swinging through with the sword and killing all the minions. So if you have 3 Looking for Trouble and then you get the Quinjet in so that you have at least one more swing with the sword and the Deathglow without spending cards, that's probably good. But again, that's only just doing the main scheme. So maybe chase them down after your hero attacks and defeats an enemy. Remove 2 threat from the scheme. Probably good, but then you're hoping that those cards are in your hand. And sorry, that chase them down from a scheme, not the main scheme. So like you could do that, or you could just put her in Justice and give her like 3 of 4 Justice so that she can just targeted remove threat like these. Or you put her in Leadership, get some allies out. Obviously you have to drop Bifrost if you take her out of aggression, because the only other Asgard ally I think is Heimdall, who's gray and expensive and not awesome. Like people have been showing, Protection is good. Justice seems like the easiest. Leadership might be hard, but might be interesting. Okay, I am intrigued enough to do a little bit of deck building. If I come up with something cool, maybe I will play her the next time I've got a guest on. But the next time that I am playing, sorry about the sound there. The next time that I'm playing, I'm probably playing Vision. Vision looks really cool. Vision is in Protection. He's got a cool extra form thing, kind of like Spectrum does. We haven't played Spectrum on the channel yet, but he has a dense form and an intangible form, and you switch between those, and your cards do different things based on what you are. And it's kind of like the Ant-Man or Wasp thing where you've got 2 hero sides, but it's not quite the same because you're not flipping the way they do. You have an action that allows you to switch between those during your turn rather than just switching to a new form, like having a 3-sided card the way the Pin Particles decks are. And then Spectrum, we haven't played her, like I said, but she's got 3 additional forms that give special effects to her hero form. So a lot like Visions, but she switches between them and they do thwart attack or defense. Very cool deck design. I really like Spectrum. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. We didn't get much people on Twitch, but oh, hey, look. I did have comments. I didn't actually notice that I had a viewer. Hello, coffee. Annabelle is a civilian ally. Yes, not a super person. Just a friend. And yeah. Oh no, 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 no. We were destroyed. Yeah. Had a train of thought. Thank you for watching, folks who are probably checking out this VOD on Twitch or on YouTube. And follow on Twitter at SkyhammerK, on Instagram at SkyhammerPress. Check out the podcasts, Massive Damage Adventures, wherever you can find podcasts. If you want actual plays of pen and paper role-playing games, including reviews of super cool games and occasionally interviews of people who work in pen and paper role-playing games. What else we got? This was played on twitch.tv/Massive Damage Adventures. We don't currently have anything planned long form for Twitch in the near future, but if you want to check out the other things that we've done on Twitch, you can go to Skyhammer Press on YouTube, where we've got the VODs for our previous stuff, including a superhero campaign using the Cypher system by Monty Cook Games, a Star Trek campaign by using Star Trek Adventures by Modiphius Entertainment, and The Darkest House by Monty Cook Games. And then we've also got the Restless Blight, a Wheel of Time game featuring Cortex Prime by Fandom Tabletop. I mentioned at the top of the episode, but I'll mention again, our Dune campaign has 2 episodes out and a 3rd one coming February 1st. Our Rise of the Ancients podcast returns within a month, and we've got on deck Kids on Brooms, Hellboy, and a Witcher review game. That's about it. I hope you have an excellent night. I think it's time for some Boba Fett. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.